Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. So it's been a minute. Um, took a break, loved it. It was unintentional. It'll probably happen again. But I did want to talk about Blackfire, so I'm like, let's just make this video, right? Blackfire to me was very much mishandled in her time on Titans. Very much misused, mishandled, just wrong, 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 wrong. And there was a lot of missed opportunities surrounding her. In my opinion, at the end of the day, she should have been a villain. Period. You set it up in season two. Did you forget that? Because I really believe the writers forgot her scenes in season two. You have the scene where she killed Fide and talked to Kory about, wanting to rule the throne with her and being resentful towards her because Kory always had the birthright, to the throne. She had the powers, whatever. She was always resentful towards Kory, right? Then we get, I think it was the end of the season, Blackfire is on Earth and she can like inhabit other people's bodies. This was shown when she killed Fide. But she inhabited this woman's body, and that never came back into play in season three. They never addressed it. When we see Blackfire for the first time in season three, it's in episode 4, and now she's in a containment cell. How in the world did she go from a free woman inhabiting other people's bodies, probably looking for Kory, right? And now she's in a containment cell taken by the government. How did we get there? Never explained. That could have added even more to her hatred and dislike for Earth as well as Kory and how she is like um what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god, I just had it and I lost it. But how she is adapting to being an Earthling. Like that could disgust her because of how she was treated in the containment cell. Never comes up. And the thing that really gets me about Blackfire, I was under the impression when they did the promotions for season 3 that she was going to be the second main antagonist right beside Red Hood. In fact, I could be wrong. I'm going to look for this when I'm done with this video and I'll put it here for editing. But I believe the people who were in charge of the show, they said Red Hood was going to be like the first half of the season. Like that storyline was going to be the first half. So obviously, if you're bringing in Blackfire, she's going to be the second half. She's going to be that second antagonist, which makes sense. And I remember that because I when I did my trailer review or thoughts, I had a problem with them saying that Red Hood was going to take up half of the season, right? Because I feel like the death in the family story is an it's such an integral, important story to not only Jason but the Bat family that it needed a whole season. I mean, we got a whole season, but unfortunately, it was complete crap because they focused more on Scarecrow rather than Jason and Bruce and Dick and that relationship. But again, this is a Titan show, just a whole host of problems. So, But the point is, Blackfire was supposed to be the second main antagonist. And every review since the 4th episode, almost every review I said, the betrayal is coming. Blackfire is not going to be on the team long. The betrayal is coming. Coming. And it never came. It never came. Like, you have this whole subplot with Blackfire being extremely resentful and feeling hurt by Kory because she felt like Kory didn't protect her when she was getting mistreated by her own people, right? Kory didn't protect her via Blackfire stories. She was hurt by that. She despises Kory on some level and resents Kory on some level because of that and the fact that Kory has the birthright to the throne. They never play on it, ever. It's always this back and forth with their relationship. Oh, Kory doesn't trust her. Then Kory trusts her. Then Kory doesn't trust her. Then Kory trusts her again. Like, it's always on Kory, who's like flip-flopping with the relationship. Even though your sister killed your parents and killed your boyfriend, you, what it boils down to is them making Blackfire morally gray when she didn't need to be. And it lends to the larger conversation of why there's this incessant need for morally gray villains or reformed villains, and I'm just tired of it. I want a bad guy to come in and just be unapologetically evil. Just come in and you're here to simply create chaos and disruption in the protagonist's lives. And of course, with great writing and great direction, there could be a deeper, more nuanced reasoning for why they're doing what they're doing, or for their motivations on why they are so intent on bringing harm to our protagonist. Or it really doesn't have to be. It's what I was expecting with Blackfire, and we didn't get it. Like, you really could have had it where she came in, right? Forget all the stuff that happened in season 2, except for her killing Fide. Keep that in there. But her taking over people's bodies, you could have kept that out because it didn't play into the show at all. She could come in, try and build a genuine relationship with Starfire, or maybe not, right? Be fake with it because you're just trying to get in close and disrupt her life in any way possible, especially since she was in the containment cell. Then find out in the midst of the season that you were the one you were supposed to have the throne. You were supposed to have the powers that Kory has. You find that out, and plot twist, you find out that Kory knew. She knew the entire time, right? Or at least let's say she's known since her parents' death. And she decided not to tell Blackfire because she felt she was beneath her, and she was extremely hurt and angry with Blackfire taking their parents' lives. And then add on to it her taking Fide's life. Boom. So now you can play on the sister relationship, and you can play on Blackfire being a villain, because now she'll despise Kory with every fiber in her being. And she'll be like, oh, really? Okay, so you in this team? Oh, it's on. It's on. And then it will play even more into her relationship with Superboy, because during this time she's probably been getting buddy with him, and then they start a romantic relationship. Boom. So now you have another layer. But they didn't do that. Like, you made it so, I don't know, she was just indoctrinated into the Titans, and that was it. And then even with Superboy, like I said in my reviews way back when, I was extremely pissed off with how they had her respond to Superboy literally destroying her ship. She just finished explaining to him, not 5 minutes prior, how important it was for her to get home and claim the throne, right? And rule over Tamaran, something she's been wanting for her entire life. She's been yearning that. And now she can go get it. And then 5 minutes later, Superboy completely destroys it. And what's her response? Not extremely pissed off like Kory, right? Not this being a signaling for her villainous turn and betrayal, right? No, 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 no. She excuses his behavior. It's fine. I get it. You get it? How could you get it? How could you possibly get what Superboy did when you were so passionate just 5 minutes prior? We were duped. That's what it boils down to. I really wanted her to be a villain so we could have that play out on screen, just to see this tyrannical badass trying to kill Kory and the Titans. That's what I wanted. And honestly, if we had her as the villain, not only is it a chance to explore her and her relationship with Kory and the dynamic with the team, but you could have more personal growth and development for Kory, which has been needed since the first season. I mean, you could have tied it back to the events of season one where she had amnesia. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Kory should have been the main antagonist for season one with her memory loss. She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know how she got there, right? And everything around her she perceives as a threat. And we find out at the end of the season that Blackfire was responsible for exiling her from Tamaran to Earth, right? And like dumping her on this planet and be like, bye. So she can try and reclaim the throne or something. And then that comes back into play a little bit in season two. And then it's full throttle season three. That would have been awesome, in my opinion. And then also, you could explore, Kory herself being kind of morally gray. Are her and Blackfire really that different? Because every time they interact in season three, to me, Kory always acted like she was above her. She always acted like she was just on the highest moral ground, and she always gave Blackfire a stank look. But ma'am, you're a killer too. Even after you came out of your amnesia, you're a killer. So I don't know, but it's just a lot of missed opportunities, and it really sucks because there's no chance for her to even come back as a villain. I'm talking about Blackfire. They squandered it because her and Kory are on great terms. Whatever, after the back and forth throughout the whole season, they're on good terms. She's on good terms with the team. She doesn't hate Earth. Whatever. Like episode 10, that was the moment. That was the moment for you to do the betrayal. Would it have made sense? No, because it's a 13 episode season. So it would have been like, what? But you could have started the build up and then continued it in season four, right? The scene where her and Kory are in the church and Blackfire steals her power back. That could have been the signal for betrayal. And they didn't do it. It was crazy. She just like ran away and took 2 days to find the damn car. Like, what more can I say? Like, seriously, there's nothing more I can say. But that's it, guys. That's all I have. Let me know what you think, or don't. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Either way, this will probably be largely unedited. We'll see. But I'm out. Bye.